Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Crackin' Packs video. I am your host, Mr. Bevers. If you're joining me for the first time on YouTube, welcome. If you don't know, I do all of my YouTube videos on Twitch live. I crack all of my packs live on Twitch. It's also where I do my giveaways, so make sure you check out my Twitch channel if you haven't already. It's twitch.tv/Mr. Bevers. That's it. That's all there is to it. It'll be linked below in the description. But yeah, we're going to get right into things here. I've cracked a bundle so far of this pack on camera, and this is my first box. So we're going to start with box number 1. We're looking for, of course, the inventions, right? Inventions are the fancy things of this set, just like BFZ had. I like to take all the packs out of the box so that I can use the box to store the cards in, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue to do it that way. So hopefully that doesn't bother too many of you. My Twitch chat is talking about Stardew Valley and World of Warcraft, because those are the hot ticket things that are happening right now. Don't run across the top of the box. Always. Always. Because that cardboard is just going to get thrown out. So it doesn't really matter. If I was actually displaying the cards in the box or using the box for display purposes, I wouldn't cut across it. Now the video isn't ageless. Right? Right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show off the commons just for the first pack, and then we'll get into the sauce. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this, 10, so there's 10 commons. So, the commons are fairly unimportant from a value standpoint at this point in time. They're mostly made for limited and, you know, like drafting and sealed pools and that kind of stuff. The stuff that we really care about is maybe the uncommons, and then the rares for sure, right? If you have 9 commons in your pack, that means you end up with a foil. The foil slot is where you're going to find your inventions, so we're looking for packs that have only 9 commons. So let's go like this. We've got an unlicensed Disintegrator, a Filigree Familiar, a Speedway Fanatic, and our first rare is a Dynavolt Tower. So there you go. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack, unfortunately. Bombat Bazaar Barge, Harnessed Lightning, Servo Exhibition, and a Deadlock Trap. I think I got one of these in my pre-release kits as a promo card. It's nothing special. We got an emblem for Dovin Ban. Not a bad little token. The emblems are always hard to come by, I find. Obviously, when I'm opening an entire case, it's not going to matter too much, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still no foil, so we haven't seen any foils yet. One of my buddies opened up a box of Kaladesh, and he got 6 mythics in his box. No inventions, but he got 6 mythics, which is pretty crazy. You guys know him as Nerdvana PG. Sorry, we've got a Fabrication Module, Minister of Inquiries, Start Your Engines, and a Lost Legacy. We're starting this box very strong, and by that I mean not strong at all. I think these 3 rares that we've opened are all kind of rares I've opened already from like the pre-release kits, and they're not very highly valued or anything. I like the new Thopter art. It's very nice. I'm glad that they've actually added in something new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we've got our first foil. Our first foil. Wisp Weaver Angel. Spark of Creativity. Restoration Gearsmith. Leads us into our fourth rare. An Inspiring Vantage. Nice little fast land. And our first foil, Larger Than Life. Just a 2 mana cost sorcery that gives you +4/+4 and trample until end of turn. Nothing super special about that guy right there. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we've got another foil. And again, our first uncommon with a foil pack is Wisp Weaver Angel. And then a Demolition Stomper, Glimmer of Genius, which leads us into our fifth rare, which is a Metalwork Colossus. Just a big old derpy artifact. You can get him back from the graveyard if you want. And he costs less for the number of artifacts that you have in your control that are not creatures. So he works very well with your vehicles, due to the fact that they're not considered creatures until you crew them. So, not bad. And our second foil is an Ether Torch Renegade. So he's an uncommon for 3, 1, 2. When he enters the battlefield, you get 4 energy. Pay 2 energy and tap him. He deals 1 damage to target creature. Pay 8 energy and tap him, and he deals 6 damage to target player. Interesting, interesting little like burn mechanic to burn off your energy and burn someone in the face. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another foil. 3 foils in a row. Interesting. So we've got a Fretwork Colony, an Ether Torch Renegade, Diabolic Tutor. We opened up a foil one of these in our bundle the other day, which was not bad. I don't know if it's worth anything. I didn't check on the price, but I mean, Diabolic Tutor. Everybody loves Diabolic Tutor. And our rare Confiscation Coup. So 5 mana cost sorcery. Choose target artifact or creature you get 4 energy. Then you may pay an amount of energy equal to that permanent's converted mana cost. If you do, gain control of it. And our foil in this pack is our foil rare. Sad times. It's an Ether Flux Reservoir, which is an interesting card. I was talking with one of my buddies last night about it. It'll be interesting to see what people do with this card and Phyrexian Mana. And the reason I say this is because every time you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each spell you've cast this turn. Well, there's a lot of Phyrexian Mana spells that you can cast for 2 life instead of paying its mana cost. Well, so the first one costs you 2 life, but gives you 1 life. The second one you cast costs you 2 life, but gives you 2 life. So you've essentially now played 2 spells for only 1 health. 1 life point. Interesting. It's an interesting little... Maybe it's too cute, but it seems interesting for a deck like that. Anyway, it's foil, so we'll put it with the foil pile. We'll keep on trucking here. Keep on trucking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. The foil run has ended. Imperial Voyager, Speedway Fanatic, Ether Hub. It's a good uncommon. It's worth about $1 or so now. Maybe a little more than that. Just because it lets you spend your energy to add colors, which is nice. And we got a Wildest Dreams. There you go. Return X target cards from your graveyard to your hand, and then exile this card. Not a super amazing, but who knows? Maybe someone will find a way to make it super broken. People always find interesting tricks, right? That's what I love about the Magic community. People find interesting things to do with almost every card. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Weaponcraft Enthusiast. Sequestered Stash. Minister of Inquiries. Leads us into our, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th pack rare. A Multiform Wonder. This guy is like bomb and limited. He's pretty decent. I don't know if you'll see any play outside of that. It depends on how relevant energy tokens and things like that become in Standard. And since Kaladesh is going to be in Standard, yeah, it's possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we've got a foil in this pack. Nice cozy fire going. That's right. That's true. You can always burn the cards if need be. Fretwork Colony, Long Tusked Cub, Maulfist Doorbuster. That's a sweet name for a card, by the way. What's your name? Maulfist Doorbuster. Okay, all right, sure. And our rare in this pack is a Territorial Gorger. This is a card that I'm not really sure about. I'm not really too stoked about it. A 2/2 for 4 seems not great. Yeah, it has trample. Yes, it gets +2/+2 whenever you gain 1 or more energy, but the chances of you gaining multiple amounts of energy from different sources on turn 5, probably not super likely. And our foil in this pack is an Aetherborn Marauder. Flying lifelink 2/2 for 4 mana. When it enters the battlefield, you may move any number of 1/1 counters from other permanents you control to this guy. That's kind of cool. That's kind of an interesting little uncommon. Kind of an interesting little uncommon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Whirler Virtuoso. Make Obsolete. Whirler Maker. And our rare here is an Animation Module. We've opened no Mythics so far. We're almost a third of the way through this box. That's either a good sign or a really bad sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Blossoming Defense. Gurapur Guide. Quicksmith Genius. And our rare here is a Sahili's Artistry. It's an interesting card. It was also a promo card, I believe, so that's interesting. I'm not sure if it'll see much play, but like I said to my buddy last night, he was saying that he's not really a big fan of it, and I was like, well, I mean, it's only 1 more mana than Mind Control. And yeah, you don't get to take their creature, but if they have a big artifact creature on the board, you get 2 copies of it for 6 mana. It's not necessarily terrible. And yeah, I mean, it's sorcery speed, but so is an enchant creature, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got a foil in this pack, okay. Essence Extraction. Janjeet Century. Speedway Fanatic. And our rare here is an Inventor's Fair. So we made it. We made it to the Inventor's Fair. That's where I said we were going. Let's see if we can find some actual inventions now at the Inventor's Fair. Right, now that we've got to the fair, let's see if we can find some inventions. Right, that's ideal. Well, there's a foil in this pack, so maybe they came along together. Nope, that's too bad. But our foil here is a Pakata Club Security. Just a 3/4 for 4. Alright, we're into the second third of this box, and still not a single mythic. Not even one. Not even one mythic. Yay, it's a fair! I want funnel cake! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil. Sky Whaler's Shot. Maulfist Doorbuster. Diabolic Tutor. Pia Nalar. Little legendary creature Artificer. Not bad. Not a bad little rare. This is gonna be my no mythic box, right? I have never had one. I've never had a box with no mythics in it. So I'm probably due for one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Embrawl Bruiser. Cloud Blazer, very good card. Very good card. Refurbish. And Spire Bluff Canal. Little fast land, little buddy. Blue-red fast land. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Underhanded Designs. Gear Shift Ace. Perpetual Timepiece. And a Padim Council of Innovation. Or Council? Yeah. It's an interesting little 1/4 guy that gives your artifacts hexproof. And then he lets you draw cards if you have the highest converted mana cost. One of my viewers on Twitch is asking me to keep a running total of how many ads I get out of my case. 1. The first one. I opened an ad in my bundle as well, so technically 2 total so far out of my unboxing videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Let's get rid of these lands that we don't need kicking around here. Okay. An Oval Chase Daredevil. Another Cloud Blazer. Good. Sequestered Stash. And a Skyship Stalker. Nothing super exciting. Also the promo card. The promo card for the buy the box. When you buy it by the box, that's what you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Hazardous Conditions. Harsh Scrutiny. Servant of the Conduit. And a Panharmonicon. My buddy is building a deck with this card, so if an artifact or creature enters the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So he wants to play this in a deck with like things like Parallel Lives, Doubling Season, things like that. So, you know, double the number of tokens that you get, and double them again because you trigger it twice. Good times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Contraband Kingpin. Time for a Chandra, right? Exactly. Bahara. Just not a single mythic. Our foil rare was an Ether Flux Reservoir, which is like eh. Anyway, so we've got a Contraband Kingpin, and then an Inventor's Apprentice, and then a Whirler Maker, and a Fumigate. Still no mythics. We are now halfway through. We are now halfway through this box with no mythics. But like I said, I've always heard the tales of I've always heard the tales of no mythic boxes, and I've never had one myself. It's about the time, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we've got a foil in this pack. Furious Reprisal. Veteran Motorist. Maulfist Doorbuster. And a Concealed Courtyard. Another fast land. The fast lands are always good, right? And our foil, a Bastion Mastodon. Nothing exciting. Nothing exciting. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Furious Reprisal. Make Obsolete. Janjeet Century. Ho! He called it! Called it! Bahara called it. First mythic in the box. That's a Chandra. It's a good pull. It's a good pull. Happy with that. Mastodon. Yeah, Mercadian Masks was a great set. Target spell with a single target targets another target instead. Ha ha ha. We did it! Matt Miller 81, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the group. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Try to keep that in shot there. We'll just put him right. We'll put her right into his sleeve. Just so that everybody knows. Hey! Look at that! We got the Chandra and the Chandra emblem in the same pack. Same pack. That happened right there. Look at that. That's kind of neat. That was our first mythic. First mythic. We didn't get a no mythic box. And the mythic we hit was the most pricey mythic, so other than the artifacts, obviously, or the inventions, I should say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My local shop posted a thing on Facebook the other day. Yeah, Chandra's around like the $40 price point right now in the States. Was it Chandra art on the pack? Good question. No, it was Dovin Bond on the pack, it looks like. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, the point is that my local shop opened up a bundle, okay? And in their bundle, they opened 2 foil Chandras. 2 foil Chandras in one bundle. 10 booster packs. How does that even happen? How does that even happen? I don't even know. Ballista Charger, Long Tusked Cub, Durable Handicraft, and a Paradoxal Outcome. Oh god, I'm knocking everything over. Knock all the things over. Why don't you knock everything over? I will. I will knock everything over. Good for them, right? Yeah, exactly. Like, that's disgusting. And he posted it on Facebook, and I saw it, and I went, no. I was like, no, they gotta be lying. There's no way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. And then I went in, and he showed me. And I was like, Jeebus, okay, whatever. And then I bought my bundle from them, and I opened an invention in mine. I got a Steel Overseer. So, I can't complain, I guess, right? So we got a Hazardous Conditions, a Trusty Companion, and then a Snare Thopter, and that leads us into our next rare, which is Insidious Will. Choose 1, counter target spell. You may choose new targets, 4-target spell. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Kind of interesting. Lets you kind of like pick and choose what you want to do. Ad number 2. Second ad. I mean, anything to make Chandra an affordable card. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that seems true. Yeah, and I mean, her price will come down. Her price will come down. But it's unfortunate that you have to wait so long for that to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil. Chief of the Foundry, very good uncommon. Armorcraft Judge. Inventor's Apprentice. Botanical Sanctum. So we've gotten almost all of the fast lands. I think there's only one left. The green black, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I believe green black is the last one, and that's the only one we don't have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, foil in this pack. Decoction Module. That's what I want to call it. I don't know if that's pronounced right. Aerial Responder. Era of Innovation. And a Lathnu Helion. She's pretty JC. Absolutely. I don't know. I think that her price will drop because the way that the set has been printed and the way that it's been marketed. Everyone's digging for those inventions. Everyone is literally digging for the inventions. It's just going to kill the price on all of the cards. Like any of the rares and mythics that aren't the inventions, their price is going to drop like nobody's business. Now, I mean, she may not drop lower than 30, right? But she will come down from the 40 price range, right? And our foil here is an Ether Meltdown. Little uncommon foil. Let's get our foils and let's move them over so that we have a little more room to play with. Technically, this Ether Hub isn't foil, but whatever. I put it over there because it's worth a couple bucks. It needs to be in its own little pile somewhere. Whatever. You can go here for now. Oh, absolutely. This design is absolutely atrocious for collectors. It's great for people who want to play Standard because the prices of all of the rares and everything for Standard are going to be in the toilet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got a foil. So I mean, like, it's a great time to be playing Magic. It's a great time to be playing Magic competitively, or for fun, whatever you want to call it. Like, you're going to be able to get the cards you want to build the decks you want for under $100, and that's every card that you could possibly want from this set. Under $100 you could build 2-3 decks probably out of the rares from this set, which is amazing. So, well, it's a great time to be playing Magic because of the price range. Like, the Standard format, the price is going to be in, like, crap. So it's going to be super cheap to build your decks, which is nice, right, for players. So we've got a Skywhaler's Shot, an Elegant Edgecrafters, an Inventor's Apprentice. Oh, there's our second mythic. Sky Sovereign Council Flagship. So it's a 6/5 for 5, flying. It has crew of 3, which means you need to tap creatures with power 3 or greater to crew it. Whenever Sky Sovereign Council's flagship enters the battlefield or attacks, it deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. So it just lets you lightning bolt things. Yeah. Freestyle, the reason that it's going to be so low is because they've put the inventions in this set, so people are buying this set like nobody's business. Like, like, collectors and stuff are hammering the set to get the inventions, and then they're just dumping the rares and stuff that they don't want. So, like, for instance, if you look at Alpha Investments, right, he actually canceled his order of 400 boxes because the value of the regular rares and stuff is so low that he can't make his money back, right? He can't make his money back. So anyway, and our foil was a Curio Vendor. We've got a lot of foils, actually. We've gotten a lot of foils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 so far, and we're only 2/3 of the way through. It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Emerald Bruiser. Glint Nest Crane. Servant of the Conduit. And Captured by the Consulate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. It's possible, Bahra. It's possible that a lot of vendors already passed on this set. And absolutely not, Jad, because the people who are buying the crap out of the set are the general public who are buying cases of these sets to try and guarantee getting at least one invention and things like that. It's weird, right? Yeah, it takes literally everyone taking the same sort of idea, because you got to remember, the alpha investment guy is a very specific thing where he buys a lot of boxes, opens them all, and then flips the cards, right? He does that. That doesn't mean that every vendor does that, right? So, Arborback Stomper, Etherborn Marauder, Veteran Motorist, and an Electrostatic Pummeler as our rare. Let's move some of these cards around. We'll put our mythics over this way, and then we'll put our fast lands here, and then that way we can move these rares up. That gives me a little more space. We can we'll put this land with those lands for now. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. No foil in this pack. Demolition Stomper, Shrewd Negotiation, Era of Invention, and a Smuggler's Copter. One of the pricier regular rares in this set. I think it's sitting at like a $10 price range right now, somewhere in there. It might have dropped a little bit since then, I don't know. But when I looked at it, I think 2 days ago, it was sitting at about a $9 range. It's very good because it's a 2 mana cost flying 3/3 that only has a crew of 1, so you can crew it with literally anything. So what's that? You make a bunch of servos? Well, you can crew this thing with a servo, and it's a 3/3 flyer. And it lets you draw cards, so it lets you cycle when it swings, which is like crazy. Like upside, upside, upside. That guy in the pile of cards that are worth something. And I honestly don't know about the total value of some of these other cards. Like, there may be some of these rares that I have down the side and stuff that might be, you know, over the $4 or $5 range, and I just am not paying attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Shrewd Negotiation, Consul's Shield Guard, Durable Handicraft, and a Cataclysmic Gearhulk. So there you go. I don't think that the Cataclysmic Gearhulk is one of the pricier Gearhulks, but he is my playmat. There you go, a nice little playmat, right? Oh, that's awesome, the Mexican Project. Congratulations! I'm glad that you were able to pick up a box. They're so fun to open. The suspense just kills you, you know. Like, I mean, I went through more than half this box before I got my first mythic, and the first mythic I opened was a Chandra, so that's nice. Cataclysmic Gearhulk, worth 86. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Welcome. I think the green one, yeah. I think the green one is the most expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, man. You're new to Magic? Well, it's a good time to get in. The standard values are going to be pretty low, so it's a great time to pick up your cards and play. So, anyway. A Decoction Module, Servo Exhibition, Glint Nest Crane, and a Marionette Master as our rare in this pack. So, 1/3 for 6 with Fabricate 3, and whenever an artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to Marionette Master's power. Interesting little thing. Cyclops Hunter, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, Chief of the Foundry, very good uncommon. Ether Torch Renegade. Armorcraft Judge. And our rare here is an Ovia Pashiri, Sage Lifecrafter. I probably butchered that name like nobody's business, but there she is. This one has, like, apparently, like, there's some special rules, or, like, there's a whole bunch of confusion. There's a whole bunch of confusion around the rules for this card, apparently. Personally, I don't see why or how. You tap 4 mana, you tap 5 mana, you tap her, you create an XX colorless construct artifact creature token, where X is the number of creatures you control. The token itself does not count as a creature for the X value. Makes perfect sense because you're putting this ability on the stack, right? And so X is determined when you put it on the stack, not when the creature enters the battlefield. That's it. I don't understand why there's confusion here. So, I mean, I don't know. But apparently that's, I guess, where the confusion is coming from, is that people are thinking that the creature that you create should count toward the X, so when you create it, you get an extra +1. I don't know why people are thinking that. Anyway, another ad. That puts us up to 3 this box. 3 ads. Oh yeah, Kaladesh has definitely got a lot more complexity to it, due to all the new mechanics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. Imperial Voyager. Foundry Inspector. Start your engines. Brum, 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 brum. A dubious challenge. Yeah, but you see, the difference worth, right, is that, like, the token for Voice of Resurgence says that its power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures you have in the battlefield, which is not a static thing, right? Whereas this is, it creates an XX colorless creature, where X is the number of creatures you have in the battlefield, right? So it doesn't make it star with an ability that says it gets bigger and smaller depending on how many creatures you control, right? That's the difference. The Mexican Project, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it, man. I hope your unboxing goes well for you. We've got 4 packs left here. What are the ads for? The ads are for literally other Magic products. I'll show you in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. No foil. One. Okay, Ballista Charger, Elegant Edgecrafters, Morbid Curiosity, and we got a Garapur Orrery. God, my pronunciation is just butchering things. Each player may play an additional land on each of his or her turns. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player has no cards in hand. That player draws 3 cards. Interesting. It's an interesting little thing. Alright, we got 3 packs left, and we still only have 3 mythics. It's kind of a lackluster box for mythics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got a foil, though. A foil in this pack. Let's see what happens. Aerial Responder. Glimmer of Genius. Council's Shield Guard. And we've got a Bombat Courier. A little rinky-dink guy. I think he's worth a couple bucks, though. A little haster. 1/1 haster for 1. Whenever he attacks, you exile the top card of your library, face down. You can discard your hand to sacrifice this guy and put all cards exiled with him into your hand. Pretty neat. And our foil is a Built to Last. Just a little 1/1, a 1 mana instant trick that is pretty awesome, actually. Like, 1 mana, +2/+2, and indestructible if it's an artifact. That's pretty awesome for 1 mana. I mean, getting +2/+2 for 1 mana at instant speed is already pretty awesome. Like, that's pretty crazy. And then if it's an artifact, you get indestructible as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil in this pack. I don't know if we're going to find an invention. Courier is 80 cents. Yeah. Yeah, well, these things happen, right? These things happen. Oval Chase Dragster. Sorry, Long-Finned Sky Whale. Oval Chase Dragster. Disappearing Act. Oh, well, there's another mythic. It's a Rashmi Eternity's Crafter. I'm really excited about trying this card out in a few decks. It's interesting. It's essentially a draw mechanic, and if not a draw mechanic, it puts the card right onto the battlefield. I'm pretty interested to see how this performs. It seems very good. But it is a 2/3. It is a 2/3 for 4, so I mean, not the best, but also, I'm excited about trying it out and seeing where it goes. TCGplayer.com is probably one of the better sites to get an idea of cards that are played at different, different wares, right? So, like, you can get slightly played, moderately played, heavily played, near mint kind of thing. And TCG Player actually lists those different values. At least that's what a lot of people use. I don't use that. I use MTG Goldfish, just like Barbara myself. But, again, that's just me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No foil, so no invention. We got no invention out of this box. That's unfortunate. Now stick around, because we've got another box to open after this, so stick around for that. And if we make it to 250, the giveaway is pretty baller. I'm just saying. You guys, I don't know if you're new here. If you're new here, you haven't heard. I've done a lot of unboxings. My normal giveaway is normally a giveaway of a full art land set from BFC. But at 250, I have a special giveaway, which is a sealed pack, a sealed pre-release kit from BFC. So, Contraband Kingpin, Long-Finned Sky Whale, our second Ether Hub out of the entire box. This is our only 2 copies, and we got a Scrap Heap Scrounger as our last rare. Brr, 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 brr. So there's that. It's not a bad box. I mean, not the best box, but 4 mythics. 4 mythics, and a Chandra. Chandra's the priciest mythic right now, other than the inventions, so you can't really complain. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you for joining me. This has been the first box. There will be other boxes to follow. Thanks. If you could like and subscribe, that would help me out quite a lot. I really appreciate it. And as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.